Hi, in this video of the HSP Brontosaurus, I'm going to demonstrate how I repaired this shock absorber here. Now, a young person is driving this, and what happens is they keep bashing it into a rock or a pavement or so on, and what happens is the suspension actually bends. So in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to repair this suspension. Now what you'll need is some pliers, long nose and flat. You'll need a set of Allen keys, like so. Or maybe you don't need the whole set, but you just need a few sizes, more on the smaller size. And what we do to start is we need to get the shock absorber off the lower control arm and the post. So we're going to use an Allen key. Now inside here there is a pin, which is an Allen key, and then there's a pin. So we've got to open this up. So we're going to just find the right size Allen key. There we go. So you'll unscrew this like so. I can see there's the screw, and now I can take the bottom part of the shock absorber off. And to get this part off, we can just bend it with our hand gently, with rotating it like so. Now we have the shock absorber. Now you can see what has happened here. It's lost its alignment. If you open this lid, which I'll do just for explanation purposes, you'll see a liquid is in here. There's actually oil of some sort in here. So be careful if you're working on the shock absorber that you do not just open it up sideways, because all the oil will pour out, and that's what gives it hydraulic tension there. So what I want to do is I actually want to straighten the arm. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to take the spring out so I can access the steel pin there. Let's see how we can take this pin out. You can bend that. You see this seat here? I'll pull it off like that, and now I'll remove the spring. Now you can also do it the way I just showed you earlier, where you can take this off and unscrew that, but it is more difficult because it leaks oil. Now you want to just wipe it down, just clean it. Now I'm sure most people at this point, when the shock looks like that, they would just buy a new one, but I'm not prepared to buy a new shock every time it gets bent when it's not so bad. So now what you're going to do is we're going to do an alignment of this shock. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold it there with one set of pliers, and we're going to hold it there exactly where the incline of that bend is. It's important to get this part straight, so that if I do it at the wrong angle, then it's going to have, when it's complete, it's going to have a kink like so. You want to get it right on the right position there, and now this one, and we're just going to bend it back. You see, that's already better. Now I'll just check. Okay, and I'm going to bend it back some more, just a little bit more. Okay, it's probably aluminium because it's very soft. Now look at that, already it's better, but now it's still got a bit of a kink in there. So now I want to straighten that kink out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it over there, and I'm going to almost bend it some extra. So now I've almost gone more than I should have, and now I'm going to go past the point and bend it back to where I started. Let's take a stronger grip. Yeah, there we go. Right. So that kink is now gone. Now I've just got a little kink at the bottom here. So now this kink is going to be bent in the same way. Now I'm going to be bending upwards. Just like that, yes. Look at that. And it's important that once you do straighten out the shock, that you look at it from all angles. Like from one angle it looks straight, but when I do it the other way I can see there is still a kink here on this plane. Whereas if I turn it, it works perfectly. But when I turn it this way, it's getting stuck there. It's not bad. I could probably leave it like this, but I'm going to do it properly. So I can just see visually. Oh, much better, just from a little adjustment. Now, some tips. The first thing is, once you have aligned it, turn it and see that it works in all directions. The other thing is push it all the way in and make sure that it doesn't get stuck in there. Otherwise, it's not going to be pumping out. It's still a little, yeah, there's the kink. I can see it. It's going there. So it's going there and then there. So just need to bend it a little bit this way. But if I bend it this way, it's going to bend here. So I need to hold the pliers. I need to hold it here so it does not interfere with the rest of the pin. Now I just need to bend it a little bit sideways. Yeah, whoa, too much. And I mean, that's how easy it is to bend these things. Which just perfect. Look at that. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now this just shows I'm not that impressed with this shock absorber, because I've had to repair these shock absorbers almost continuously, which is actually quite annoying. I mean, so it is steel, but aluminium, I guess. Then you reseat their spring, and there's your shock absorber, good as new. If you're wondering what this is the tension that the spring is under. So you can adjust this, and it will also adjust the ride height once it is riding, because as the wheels start to turn, it obviously deflects this spring. Right, so now to reassemble it, you put it back in there. You can choose. I would start with the screwing the pin back first, and another interesting aspect is there are two holes here, by the way, two holes there. So you can then choose which one you want to put it in, the first or the second, which is also a nice adjustment. So I'm going to put it in where it was, which was in the first. And then make sure the back of the screw that you use has the make sure the back of the screw is the place where you can put the Allen key head in. And I'm making a terrible mistake because I had it the wrong way around. I knew something was wrong. Right, so there we go. So we just wedge that in there, and now we put the Allen key in the back, and we screw this in. Like so. Now, interesting, don't just carry on screwing and screwing and screwing. It'll just thread right through. You actually just screw it until it's no longer on the surface. That's it. Because if I just carry on screwing, as you can see, it's that screw just falling inside. Now what's going to happen, you're actually making it weaker, because it's not being held on that side and that side. So just below the surface is where I will screw it to. There we go, see there, perfect. Now I want to put this on there. You just take your both hands, or you can use one hand, but you can take both hands, and you just squeeze this onto there. There we go. And that is how you repair your shock absorber on the HSP Brontosaurus. I will now do it for the shock absorber at the back as well. And the symptom of it is this. You see, it cannot actually go down. You see that? And that's the problem when that thing gets bent. Alright, thanks for watching.